Hey, fellas, listen, I'm back again. I say this with love, man. Stop waiting. Yeah, fellas, stop waiting on practicing vulnerability because vulnerability is a disciplined truth that's necessary. I believe it's necessary in order to make that connection that you've been avoiding, in order to lean in without fear of being hurt, without any ill intentions. And I'm talking to the fellas in relationships. If I may ask a question, who's out there in a relationship that is finding themselves doing everything you can on the outside, providing all the material things in the world, but this piece, what happens when you get at home and she said something, and you guys have this discussion, this is the same old stuff, and all of a sudden you find yourself retreating, running back into that home that home of safety that you created a long, long time ago, like I created a long, long time ago, to avoid having to step into a space that we learned as boys early that honesty and vulnerability was dangerous. You let that be exposed, you let that be known, particularly to the wrong crowd, man. You had hell to pay, right? I know I'm tired. Listen, I'm just talking about my journey. And I found out that, man, I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. And then after a while, that feeling becomes numb by all the things we justify our behavior around. But we've been lied to, fellas, about vulnerability. I say it all the time, man, and I'm going to keep saying it. What do I mean? Look, I'm sure that those of you around my time grew up, and maybe even still today, where we were supposed to be men at 4 or 5 years old, and boys don't cry, and any emotions you show is a sign of weakness, and never let them see you sweat, never let them see you cringe, right? He who blinks loses. All those crazy stories, man. And why am I talking about that? Because I'm going to tell you something. That's who's making the decisions to communicate. That's who's making those decisions for you to go either lean in or go run to that house that we've built, that place of silence. We call it wisdom. In some regards, it is, because, we don't want to blow up and mess up some things. But, oftentimes it's not just wisdom. Oftentimes we find it's hiding, man. We're hiding behind the secret that's still running our lives. That secret that we say we're going to take to the grave, that secret that continues to disrupt. It continues to disrupt us. So vulnerability, fellas, that's been a lie. I'm just saying, I don't care who told you. The people that love me were giving me the guidance that they were taught, said the same things to me, man. And I embraced it as a kid. And it took a long time before I realized that, ooh, man, something's wrong. Why am I behaving this way? I know better, but I'm behaving in a way that just like ends up back in that little space, man. So tonight, you were lied to about vulnerability. It's not a weakness. It's not spilling your guts either. It's like I'm pouring out whatever that comes to mind, right? Oftentimes it's blaming. Oftentimes you talk around the subject, but we don't really get clear on it. It's not about just talking about feelings, man. It's a disciplined practice. Saying one thing, one true thing. That's an example. You're talking to your wife. Hey, listen, Susie, we had a discussion the last couple of months, and every time we've had it, I know I've gone silent. Help me try to tell you what it is that I think is going on. Because we don't know. We don't know. I said the other day, we really don't know what's going on because we've covered it up with so much crap, so many things that it's hard to see. I mean, you say you should know. How about this? Figuring out how to do something different after years of practicing the same old insanity is difficult to do. How about that? We do know deep down inside, but that's not what's running. That's the little boy making the decisions for us. And that's not an excuse. That's just the reality. So call it what you want. Just one thing, one truth. And then with discipline over time and practice, we begin to do some other things. So we're able to talk about what's going on in a safe space, right? And fellas, I know a lot of you said, hey, Jeff, I've tried this and I've gotten my feelings hurt, or she's using it against me. Sorry about that, right? But if she means anything to you, then you're gonna have to stay in it, man. That's just my opinion. Some guys say, forget it, I ain't going there no more. And I know that, and man, it's unfortunate because it affects how you lead, it affects how you operate, it affects what you do outside of the household, right? You're incomplete without this piece, man. Vulnerability is the glue, baby. Vulnerability creates empathy, gives us the ability to truly step into intimacy. Empathy, intimacy, vulnerability, man, all them abilities, right? Come on, man. So anyway, getting off track here because it's Friday night. I know y'all got stuff to do. Vulnerability, the men fall into two traps. I already talked about one. That's just dumping it out there, just dropping a whole lot of stuff out there that really is not tied to anything. It's not taking any responsibility, not surrendering the fact that you're either doing it for wisdom, which is sometimes true, or you're hiding behind something, right? And then taking the responsibility to stop blaming, right? And then becoming a leader in this space. So it's two things. Dumping everything at once and calling it honesty. And this other piece, man, I got to tell you, I used to live in this other one, man. This other one is about taking forever to speak about something and calling you waiting on the right time, or you had to have the right atmosphere, right time, right atmosphere, and one of them really kind of keeps you from having an explosion. The other one is the hiding place, that hiding place when you're waiting. Come on, man. Fellas, talking to the fellas now, those fellas that are serious in their relationship, and this problem keeps coming up like it did for me, man. When I needed to lean in, I didn't lean in. I went into my little hut, my little hideaway hut where it was safe. Things happen in life, and then all of a sudden you stack things up, right? And things blow up, and then you're all messed up, man. So one's an explosion, one's a hiding place. The discipline piece that I'm talking to you about is starting something different, and then each day doing some practice, right? It's not going to change overnight. It didn't change overnight when you grew into this, right? This situation. So anyway, man, listen, here's your homework for today. Your rep this week, write down one true thing you've been withholding. This exercise is for yourself, guys. You're doing all this stuff by yourself, for yourself. And this is where you really step into the mirror moment concept. And that's you and you looking at each other. You and you having that conversation beyond just the words, beyond just whatever it is, reaching deep inside, man, trying to get connected to that little boy that's still calling for you. Man, say what you want. Say, yeah, Jeff, that's bull. I don't believe it. Some people say that, man, but I'm going to tell you something. I challenge you. If you've not done the work, I've challenged you. We'll talk about what that challenge is another time. Anyway, your rep this week. Write down one true thing you've been withholding. Now, here's the thing. Cut the blame. No blame. You can't blame it. Once you've been withholding yourself, cut the excuses, cut the blame, cut the receipts you were about to read to her, right? About all the reasons why, whatever that nonsense is. Whatever survives after you get through that is the real truth, man. But I don't want you to do anything with it, because tomorrow I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna tie all this stuff together and give you an opportunity to really make a difference in your life. Right? So what are you gonna do? Where is it? Write down one true thing you've been withholding. Just write it down. If you're blaming, do it again. If you're making excuses, do it again. If you're you're stacking a bunch of reasons and put some blame on her, do it again. Before I go, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeff Tyson, affectionately known as the Comeback King and founder of Comeback King Enterprises, where we focus on leadership and relationships and tying in whatever business aspects that you need as leaders to make sure that the home life is in order 100% to the best of your ability. And this vulnerability piece, this piece that, man, I see professional men do all the time, the way I used to do it. Justifying success based off of how things look on the outside, but on the inside, you keep running into the same old stuff. You blame it on her, you blame it on yourself, you use excuses around, it's not the right time, or, fill in the blanks, man. It's time to do something different, right? And this mirror moment process will help you get there. So you already got what you're doing today. Let's get ready for some work. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna congratulate men that have gotten this far. A lot of men turn me off. This is a lonely spot out here sometimes, man. We start talking about some real stuff. Vulnerability is truly a disciplined truth. And it's a real gift. Right. And at Comeback King Enterprises, we know that men that step into this spot and begin that journey, that whole evolution becomes part of walking through the comeback. So they truly become that leader at home and in the workplace and in the community. What do you choose? So tomorrow, truth you never delivered is just better written silence. So the truth that you've never expressed or never said is just some more silence, man. It's time to step into the real space that's uncomfortable, but vulnerability is a key piece of it, man. And it's strength, it's real strength. So we're gonna put some stuff on the pages tomorrow. So as we always say at Comeback King Enterprises, your time is important. We plan to continue to show up here, fellas, and remind you that, man, vulnerability, we would lie to. We would lie to about a lot of different things, but this one piece keeps showing up. And if you're sick and tired of it, blowing up a beautiful evening, ruining a great vacation, causing you a whole lot of stress at night, and all the other things that's tied around this unresolved issue about unhealed pain, then let's take this next step. Show up tomorrow. We'll do the exercise. And if you're missing some stuff, reach out to me. It's time to do something different, and you can do it, fellas. Vulnerability is a true discipline, but it's the gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving once you step into it, man. All right. So, hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. As we always say, Comeback King Enterprises. Let's just be good humans. Not just see the comebacks as a lifestyle, but see the comebacks as a process that once we go through that and we begin to embrace it, that we truly evolve through the comebacks to the person that we are meant to become. Just be part of the 10 million people, the movement towards understanding who we truly are and who we're truly from. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Drop a note where you're coming in from. If this resonates, go to Conversations with Jeff and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.